Muhammad Hijab has destroyed Islam. Not only last week did he concede to my model of the Trinity without even knowing it, and then subsequently get dog-walked by God logic, this week he not only runs from Michael Jones, he also accidentally admits that we don't have the full Quran. And in this video, you're about to see how. Let's take a step back really quick because you need to understand what's happening when Muslims argue against the Trinity. The Muslim will say something like this. Christians say the Father is God, the Son is God, and the Holy Spirit is God. But they also say the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit are distinct from one another. But if they're each fully God and yet distinct, you have three gods. That's a contradiction. And what you're about to watch is our friend John running the exact same structure of argumentation, just only applying it to the Quran to see what Muhammad Hijab does. This argument is called the logical problem of the Quran. And the king of Dawah succumbs to it and doesn't even realize it. He basically just gave John the smoking gun to destroy Islam. He not only failed to argue against the logical problem of the Quran, he helps John argue for it. He doesn't just fail to give proper objections to the argument. He actually just gives John the ammo he needs to keep running the argument. So let's walk through it step by step so you can see what happens. John opens up with a seemingly innocent question.
When I say, or when you hear Muslims say that the Quran is preserved dot for dot, letter for letter, do you affirm that?
Hijab says,
Perfectly reserved, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
John then asks,
can perfect preservation have distinctions in semantics and meaning?
Hijab says,
Yeah, we can.
And this is where John asks the key setup question.
So when you say the Quran, when you say the Quran, what do you mean?
Okay,
are
that's
you
a great
saying
question.
that it's singular, or are you saying that it's plural?
And here's the next important move. Hijab gives a sophisticated answer.
When you ask me what the Quran is, it is the recitation of Surah Al-Fatiha until Surah Al-Nas in a way which is commensurate with a chain of narration which goes all the way back to the Prophet and is approved by him, B, the skeletal text or the Rasm Uthmani, which is not necessarily written but is a ilm, which I can explain in a second. And the third thing is that it has to be commensurate with the Arabic language. If it fulfills all three criterion, according to the biggest authority of Qira'at probably in Islamic history, his name is Ibn al-Jazari, and the book is called Tayyibatun Nashr, which is the most authoritative book on the matter. That thing in question would be called the Quran. If it does not fulfill those three criterion, then it would not be called the Quran.
And to establish the authority behind this structure, he cites a scholar and calls him
the biggest authority of Qira'at probably in Islamic history. His name is Ibn al-Jazari, and the book is called Tayyibatun Nashr, which is the most authoritative book on the matter.
That scholar is Ibn al-Jazari. Remember that name because that same scholar is the scholar that helps Muhammad Hijab affirm the logical problem of the Quran. Hijab has anchored his entire framework on the authority of Ibn al-Jazari. Moving on, this is where John sets up the trap.
So if we take the modes specifically, right? And you're saying, okay, it meets these conditions where it's an approved recitation. Yeah. If we take the mode specifically and we say of mode one, if someone, let's say you have three Muslims in a room, right?
Yeah.
One person recites the Quran in mode one.
Sure.
Have they truly recited the Quran?
Yes. So that's
let's
a good
say another
question.
Muslim recites in mode two. Has that Muslim truly recited the Quran?
Yeah, exactly.
Are mode one and mode two distinct from one another?
Hijab says yes to both of those questions. And in the second question, he gives a concrete example of a distinction between two different modes.
Yeah, exactly. So it's what it is the Quran. Sorry, let me just answer this question. It's a good question. So say you've got two qira'as, you've got two readings of the word Malik, or the word, which you do have, right? So for example,
king and owner, right?
King and owner, right? So some of the Qurra, they recite it Malik, which is owner, and some of them recite it Malik, which is king. Are you aware of that, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So
more.
our claim is the Prophet Muhammad approved both. Okay. They
Okay.
both have two different meanings, but our claim is that he approved both. In other words, we believe Allah revealed it like this, and Allah revealed it like that as well. Okay, like this way and like that way.
So now we have mode 1 equals the Quran. Mode 2 equals the Quran. Mode 1 does not equal mode 2 because they're semantically and textually distinct. And this is the moment where John applies Leibniz's law just like Muslims try to apply Leibniz's law to the Trinity.
If we just apply, right, the same principle of Leibniz's law, right? If A equals B, then whatever is true of A is true of B.
Okay.
Right? If we apply Leibniz's law to this principle and we say of the modes that Muslim, like that room I was saying, Muslim 1 recites in mode 1, Muslim 2 recites the Quran in mode 2, Muslim 3 recites the Quran in mode 3. According to Leibniz's law, how many Qurans are represented by numerical identity?